Hello, friend, and welcome back to the YouTube channel for the Renaissance English History Podcast. I am your host, Heather, and I have been podcasting on Tudor England all the way since 2009, making my show the original Tudor History Podcast. This channel is where I put all of my episodes from all of my different shows, as well as lots of extra content like this video right here. Today, we are talking about how to stay alive at the Tudor court. If you were just dropped into the Tudor court, how would you stay alive? Let's talk about it. So imagine you just time travel to the Tudor court. You land in this castle, you're surrounded by lavish tapestries, whispering courtiers, and the ever watchful eye of the king or queen. How do you ensure that you leave with your head still firmly attached to your shoulders? That is, once you figure out the time machine to get back. Today, we are going to dive into the treacherous waters of the Tudor court, where fortunes could change as quickly as the wind shifts. Let's go through the survival guide to keeping your head while everyone else is losing theirs. Tip number 1, understand the hierarchy. The Tudor court was less a social ladder and more a game of chutes and ladders, snakes and ladders, depending on which country you're in, where one could ascend to the heavens or tumble down to the bottom in a single misstep. From the king all the way down to the scullery maids, everyone had a place. One day you're sipping ale with the Earl of Essex, the next you're scrubbing pots because you accidentally wore his favorite color in front of the queen. Remember, overstepping your social rank is incredibly dangerous. Tip number 2, dress to impress, but not too much. Dressing well was essential, but outshine the queen? That's a fashion faux pas with fatal consequences. Aim for stylish, but never steal the limelight from royalty. Number 3, make friends in high places. In the cutthroat environment of the Tudor court, having allies in high places was like having an extra suit of armor. But be cautious. Getting too close to the flame of power can singe your feathers. Think of it like befriending the popular kids at school. It's beneficial to be in their good graces, but one misstep and you could be out of the clique, or worse, off with your head. Align yourself smartly and support from a safe distance, and always have a backup plan. Number 4, keep your opinions to yourself. The walls have ears, especially in the royal chambers. A loose tongue can make or break a courtier's career or neck. The key to survival? Master the art of non-committal responses. If asked for your opinion on a controversial issue, it's often safest to just shrug and look thoughtful, or better yet, cough and change the subject. This isn't a tip for how to survive the Tudor court, but if you're into Tudor history, it's definitely something you're going to want to know, which is that every year I publish a lovely Tudor planner. It's a diary because I am a planner nerd. Diary/planner, weekly, monthly planner. Has all the planning tools you need, like a habit tracker, all that kind of stuff. And it's filled with Tudor history, this week in Tudor history, quotes, all kinds of stuff. This is the 2024 one. I publish it myself, so every year I crowdfund to pay the printing costs, and the crowdfunder for the Tudor planner is going on right now. Hop over to Indiegogo and check out the perks. If you support the crowdfunder, you get the planner for a really good price, and you get all kinds of extra cool perks too, in addition to that warm, lovely feeling of supporting an independent creator. So that's the Tudor planner. All right, let's get back to some more survival tips. Number 5, master court etiquette. Etiquette, the invisible fence of the Tudor court. Your survival may depend on knowing when to bow and exactly how low. Here's a quick tutorial. Bow as if a string is pulling your head towards your toes, but keep your eyes up to avoid tumbling into the royal lap. And when addressing nobles, remember it's your grace, not hey there. Misnaming a duke could lead to more than just social embarrassment. Number 6, don't outshine the queen in dance. Elizabeth I was the life of every party, especially on the dance floor. Want to stay in her good graces? Keep your dance moves elegant but restrained. Out dancing the queen could see you labeled a show-off, or worse, a challenger to her throne of social superiority. Number 7, avoid forbidden romances. Love at the Tudor court, more perilous than an arrow straight through the heart. Romantic entanglements could weave a web from which few emerged unscathed. Consider the case of Anne Vavasor, who we did a video on or an episode on a couple of weeks ago. She got involved with the Earl of Oxford, gave birth to his child, illegitimate child. They both wound up in the Tower. So if you find your heart skipping a beat for another courtier, perhaps skip the courtship, unless you fancy a trip to the Tower and even the chopping block. Tip number 8, stay healthy. Surviving the Tudor court also meant dodging more than just political intrigue. Plagues and poxes were frequent uninvited guests. Tudor health hacks: avoid physicians brandishing leeches and potions more toxic than a rival's glare. Remember, sometimes the best medicine is a brisk walk away from the sick room. And always decline a second helping of pigeon pie. The first one is risky enough. Life at the Tudor court was as precarious as it was exhilarating, between navigating the maze of social etiquette, dancing just poorly enough, and avoiding the allure of forbidden romance. One needed a keen sense of survival. But for those who played their cards right, the rewards were immense: power, prestige, and the chance to witness history in the making. So remember, follow these tips, and not only will you survive the Tudor court, you might even just thrive. Just watch out for those royal feasts and the dubious pies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can always press that like button. I sure would appreciate that. And I hope I earned your subscription to my channel, where I put out content like this on the regular. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to stay hydrated. Super important. That's just a tip for life in general, not a Tudor tip. And I will be back again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.